Hey guys, today we're going to review Cerakote headlight restoration. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Nathan with Bark Life. So, as I said, we're doing the review on this Cerakote, and what better place to do it than on your wife's kitchen counter. She's very excited about it, I promise. But yeah, so we have this Cerakote here, and so what happens with your plastic on here, the UV stabilizer that they put on the actual lens breaks down over time, and as that coating deteriorates, the lamp starts picking up the hazing. And so what that is the plastic's actually starting to deteriorate on the surface. Also, obviously, you have micro scratches and little, as you can see, rocks and everything else hits it. So it breaks down, and the typical solution is you just sand it down, and you can restore them over time. But yeah, here's the two we have. And I was looking at all the different ones, and I've used Meguiar's a bunch of times. It works great, but it doesn't last very long because the coating, the UV stabilizer is what stops this from getting destroyed. And Cerakote, as you know, is really good, and ceramic coatings are really good, last a long time. This says that it is lifetime guarantee, so we will see. But we're going to go ahead and try to do this, and I'll do a little time lapse for you guys so you can kind of see what we're looking at. But yeah, we're going to restore these before we put them on the SC300. I ended up going back to Pull and Save and getting the second headlight, and also we found some other parts, so you guys will have to see in the next video. Really awesome. But anyways, let's get to it. All right, let's go ahead and open it up and see what our package comes with. I haven't looked at this. I haven't done anything. I haven't looked at the YouTube videos. I haven't done a darn thing. So you're seeing it as soon as I'm seeing it. So here is our clear coat. That's the end step that promises us forever protection. So oxidization remover. So it's actually individual packets, which is interesting. So sounds like you're looking at one per headlight, I wonder? I don't know. We'll see. We got some sweet gloves. Oh, several gloves. They're planning on us doing this a couple times. And we have our, hey, you know what? This promised, check this out. No, it didn't promise. I'm lying to you. Oh, yeah, there it is. Anyways, so this is our sander with the sandy discs. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, your little sander, I'm guessing I have all the different grits. Usually you go through about 3 to 4 steps of grit. So you have your 3000 grit, a couple of those, a couple 2000 grit. So they're not counting on you having to remove a whole lot of material here. But from what I read, the majority of what you're working with is this oxidizer remover. Supposedly the stuff just peels off the oxidization. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. So we're supposed to add this deoxidization remover junk, whatever. That's not going to fit me, is it? That's silly. No. I got fat fingers. Anybody that doesn't know, I got real fat fingers. He's going to capture it. Oh! You didn't slip it in there, did you? So after reviewing footage, we almost revealed our car to you. It was like that close. It was almost really silly. But Taylor's going to follow me just perfectly and keep the car out of the frame, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the first step was wash it with soap. Get all the grime, the junk, the stuffs off of it. And then we're supposed to apply this. All right, so we got wipe 1. Supposedly, you just scrub this bad boy around, and it will make your life better. And supposedly, it's going to turn yellow, and it's going to actually remove all the crud and be cloudy. The lens will actually be cloudy, it says. So it's some kind of, I don't know what it is, but yeah, check that out already. That's like a few wipes. And these headlights weren't that bad. Like they were definitely needing this, but they weren't that bad. So that's pretty good. It says wipe until the whole thing changes colors. It says use all of them, but I feel like we're probably, look at that, you guys. Dang. I kept reading the reviews and stuff. And this is actually going to be, I'm going to have a link to purchase this kit. This kit's only $16. So, I mean, if it actually works and it lasts, I'll be pretty excited. So, there's that. Let's grab the next one. It definitely did something. I can already see it. So I'm going to go ahead and... You're probably smart to still start with a new wipe, but you know what? We're going to give it a whirl. So if it doesn't work, it's probably my fault, if we're honest. Yeah, it's literally removing it. That thing's brown now. I'm curious to see how good that ceramic coating is. Did you already do this to your SC?
No.
Nice. I'll have to go do it on yours too.
I tried toothpaste and that didn't work.
Well, Taylor has an SC300, a little bit nicer than mine. Okay, it's a lot nicer than mine. And he's got a S363 Borg Warner, super nice setup. And we're going to be probably doing a CD009 on his setup as well. Kind of really similar to the Super. He did pretty good. I think we've used this one up as much as we can. So I'll give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So that was the first wipe. And I used the opposite side on each. So let's see. What are we looking at? And I'm not seeing the cracks. Like if you let it go too long, if you don't take care of this and get some kind of UV stabilizer back on it, you'll actually start to see cracks going all the way through. That's where your plastic's actually breaking down. So it's actually getting in there and actually damaging deeper than just the surface level. Which there's going to be some surface scratches in this and that sort of thing, but they should be just that, just on the surface. Yeah, do you like my trash can workbench? It's nice. All right, so that guy. So you can see already this one's not too bad already. So let's flip it over and we'll do this side real quick. I like my use the wipe twice deal. Maybe I can get away with doing one of our other cars. And don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. We're going to be doing a $40 Amazon gift card the second we hit 250 subscribers. We've already gotten, I think, like 9 new subscribers in the last couple days. We're only at 16 as of this video, but hopefully by the time you see that, we're well over that. But anywho, that looks good. I don't know. Do we need to do another one? I think we're probably starting to come out clean on both of them. It's not really picking up any more stuff. All right, so we're going to cut away real quick. So next step is we wash them back off, get all the crud that we can off of this, and then we move on to the sanding step. So we'll be right back with you. All right, so the next step is to start sanding. So I'm going to go ahead and we wash it off, both of them, and the next step is sanding. And you start out with the red disc, not the other one. The gray disc is your final polish. So this is about, I think this is 1500 is what the sandpaper is on this. And you want to keep the lens wet. Don't let it dry out because you can start to burn the plastic from the friction. And this is basically like a polishing. Let's find a better way to put that. There we go. So this should make it super hazy looking. You're putting a bunch of fine scratches in it, that sort of thing. I was really impressed with the deoxidization stuff. It literally made the lenses almost clear again. It's pretty crazy. So you want to see on this, in the past when I'm doing this, is it'll be kind of yellow. This one isn't so yellow right off the bat. Usually when you're sanding, even with the fine, you're still getting some like yellow tinge to it. This is pretty close to white. Part of it's the lighting in here, but it's not as yellow as I would have expected for a first sand. So that stuff definitely removes some stuff. That's crazy. And my typical strategy when I'm doing this, I'm not sure what Cerakote recommends. My strategy is when I'm working this at first, I go this direction with the first grit and then I'll polish the opposite way. But usually you're using a lot more coarse than 1500. That's insanity. So we're just going to work this through for a couple minutes and then we'll switch and do the other headlight. There's nothing that freshens up your car more than headlights and wheels. That's the two biggest things. Like you just change some headlights and some wheels, and what a difference. It's amazing what it can do. Starting to get a little bit dry, so yeah, you guys can start to see the haziness. I'm sure you can see it from there, but like, see how it's kind of hazy? That's just the fine scratches in there. And there was one little tiny imperfection right there where it was kind of a tiny bit cracked, but no big deal. It's so minute, it doesn't matter. All right. I think we're getting through this one pretty good. And okay, so now it's starting to come out pretty much completely, absolutely clear. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, it's pretty much completely clear, or not clear, but white instead of having that yellow tinge to it. There's no yellow tinge anymore. So let's switch headlights here. So you can see the difference between the two. That's crazy. Anyways, let's light it down. So this guy's looking all good from that first step we did. Now we're gonna make it look all hazy. So yeah, definitely a lot more yellow when you first start. It's got a little tiny bit of a yellow tinge to it when you first start sanding. You're just taking the last of that plastic that's broken down because that UV stabilizer is gone. So yeah. Get rid of all this. Figured I'd save my wife the grief and do this portion out here. Feel bad for her. Always doing projects in the house. I tell her it's because I need a shop. Hint, 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 hint. But yeah, we're already almost getting there. We just have to do it one more time, and I'm probably going to spare you guys the pain of watching the final portion here. You guys get the idea. Rinse and repeat. You're going to do the next grit, so you're going to switch from the red pad to the gray pad, and then yeah, do it all over again. And then the last step is actually doing the clear coat, the ceramic coating supposedly. So we'll see what that looks like. But there we are. I'm going to switch to the next grit now. So it stresses like 30 times, make sure the lens is 100% dry. So we did the final sanding, as you guys saw on the super speed. Took it inside, washed it, dried again, and here we are. So now we're doing the fancy part. So this is supposed to go horizontal. What's up?
Might be about to die.
That's fine. We'll be all right. So this is the actual coating that gets on there and supposedly gives us that sweet clear coat. Sure smells like clear coat. Smells like that xylene goodness. Well, that's pretty darn fancy. What do you guys think? Eh?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? Taylor says beautiful. I think that looks pretty close to new. I suppose we should probably do the edge too, huh? Get that sweet coating all over it. Don't want them edges not shiny. All right, there we go. So we're not supposed to drive it or do anything for a few days or a few hours, something like that.
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Okay, that's 1 hour.
Minimum.
Okay, minimum. We're gonna probably park these bad boys over here for a couple days, so we're okay with it. All right, so it says a new one per. And they said, yeah, sit over there. Okay. And these smell like chemicals. It's not a pleasant smell. What do you think? Want to smell it?
Oh, I can smell it from here.
Cancer? All right.
Oh my goodness.
In California, these are known to cause cancer. I don't know that. I have no idea. But either way, here we go. So last headlight. And look how foggy it is. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but super hazy. If it's not hazy, you did it wrong. So it says you need to do some more sanding. All right. To those sweet edges. I don't know why. It's UV protection. That's why. I want my sunscreen on my whole headlight. Yeah, that does look pretty darn good. So I'm going to let these dry for a minute, and I'll take them inside, and we'll get a picture, and then I'll get you guys a side-by-side so you can see exactly what. But if it stays looking like that, I'm going to go ahead and say serious win. That looks brand new. So, yeah, and that was super easy. The total time probably took about a half hour to put this together. You guys are seeing the video, so. Yep, there it is. All right, guys, so it dried. I checked it out, and it looks awesome. They look brand new. There's some minor little cracking that you can see. That's not the coating's fault. That's just old headlight, rock chip, that sort of thing. But yeah, outside of that, it looks brand new. The lens looks as good as it possibly could. I think it's going to happen on the Super next. Anyways, $16. I'm going to put my link down below so that you guys can check it out and purchase it from Amazon. Anyways, thanks, guys.